All right, everybody, I'm LQ, and this is the LQ Review, back with another Walking Dead review. Today I'm reviewing episode 12 of season 9 called Guardians. So, this episode saw Henry sneaking out of Alexandria to follow Lydia and the group of Whispers, and he is captured by Beta and taken to Alpha, where he is held prisoner. You've also got Daryl and I think her name is Donna. I could be wrong on that. The deaf woman following Henry, and they've got their own plot for the Whispers. And we also have a side plot that involves Michonne and Negan and Judith. Michonne confronting Negan about why he was able to escape, but he came back willingly to go into his cell. So as with most reviews, I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, and I give you my rating. My rating is either a happy face emoji, a sad face emoji, or a meh emoji. So let's talk about the good. The good. Let's start it right out with it. Alpha. Alpha's been a really, and that hasn't changed in this episode. Alpha's been fantastic. She's been menacing, intimidating. I still don't think she's quite there to that level of Negan or the governor, but the potential is there. Especially with the way that she treated Henry in this episode. Spoiler alert, asking Lydia to kill Henry at the end, which she didn't do. You know, they both got out of it, but asking Lydia to kill Henry, that really upped her as a villain. And this whole idea that they have numbers that we don't even know about, because when she was talking with Beta, they were talking about how she found out how what they have, what kind of weapons they have, and now they're confident that the Whispers can defeat them. So yeah, she's been a great character, and her stock is rising as far as Walking Dead villains goes. Lydia, I'm on the Lydia boat now. I think Lydia's a fantastic character. She showed a lot more depth in this episode. You know, she's afraid. She's afraid of everybody right now. She's afraid of her mom. She's afraid of the Whispers. She's afraid of the people at Alexandria. Can she really trust them? She even has this fear of the way that she's feeling about Henry. Very complex character. I'm really digging the Lydia character, and can't wait to spend more time with her. Beta was fantastic. Just the way I imagine him from the comics. He is a brute force of nature, and he was wonderful. Gotta see more Beta, and if this follows the same trajectory of the comics, we're gonna see a lot more Beta, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. Trust me. Negan. I love the fact that Negan came back on his own, went back into his cell on his own, and then pleaded to Michonne, saying, I could have killed you. I could have killed a bunch of people. I could have left and never been heard from again. I came back because I can help. I can help you. And I think sooner rather than later, Michonne's going to be forced to play the Negan card. Can't wait. Negan is my favorite character in The Walking Dead. Another good thing was the Whisperer culture. We got to see a lot more of the Whisperer culture today. The way they interact with each other, kind of their hierarchy, what they do when they don't agree with Alpha. We even saw some of them cleaning deer, so they're clearly doing some hunting. We saw Beta take a face off of a dead walker as a new mask. We're seeing their culture, and it's frightening. And even the way they talk about each other. Yeah, they talk about each other as being cubs, or as being running with a pack. They talk about their kids as being cubs. They talk about themselves in very animalistic ways. Just the way that the Whispers relate themselves to everything else is animalistic. Running with a pack, their kids being cubs, it's all just very primal. Definitely primal. And then I also like Judith. Judith is, she doesn't have much screen time, but when she's on the screen, I'm digging it. I'm smiling. I'm having fun. Watching this little girl who knows that her dad was like the messiah of this Walking Dead world, who led his people to safety and redemption. And her knowing that, and her kind of channeling that, and knowing that, guess what? You can't do anything. I'm untouchable. My dad was Rick Grimes, except for Michonne. She can't say that to Michonne. But speaking of Michonne is a character I haven't liked. It's time for her to go. I've heard that Denai Guerrera is done after this season, and that's perfectly fine with me. Michonne has become a hard character to like. Yeah, just when she's on the screen, I'm just not having fun anymore, you know? And she's a relic from a past Walking Dead storyline that doesn't necessarily fit into the current one. Though Michonne hasn't been that good of a character. She's just um there's nothing left for her to do except for brood, scoff, be negative, be mistrusting. So I'm not on board with the Michonne character anymore. And if this is Denai Guerrero's last season on The Walking Dead, good. You had a great run. It's a lot of fun watching you, but now it's time to go. Michonne character just doesn't work the way that she used to. And the world is changing. The Walking Dead is changing, and it's time for more optimism in the show. Or maybe not. Maybe the Whispers are going to squash that and Michonne's going to be right. Who knows? I do like the character of Aaron, though. Aaron is kind of stepping into the Rick role from the comics. He's got one arm. He's got the beard. He's kind of taking on a leadership role. So let's keep an eye on the Aaron character. I think we're going to see a lot more from him. And then finally, Henry. Henry doesn't work for me. It's the apocalypse, dude. You're like 15 or 16. Stay in the gate. Young love makes you do stupid things, right? So I was there when I was 15 and 16. But Henry, come on, man, it's the apocalypse. There are literally undead people out there trying to eat you. Stay in the gates, man. So Henry just isn't working for me. He's kind of a cheap Carl knockoff at this point, and I hope to see his character grow because I'd really like to get past that and really be able to get behind the Henry character. But as of yet, Henry just isn't working for me. But overall, season 9 is working for me. This has been a great season. The Whispers have brought life back into the season, especially the back half. The Whispers have been great. Alpha has been great. Beta was fantastic today. This is a great jumping on point for The Walking Dead. If you walked away during All Out War, jump back on because this is a great time to do it. It really is because we're kind of finding the characters that we know and love in a new place, introducing a whole lot of new characters, and The Walking Dead hasn't been this good for a while. So jump back on if you walked away for a little while. But man, I got to give this a smiley face. The Walking Dead, since they came back from break, has been great. Check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed that you did. I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you for coming here and talking all nerdy, geeky stuff with me, and I'll catch you next time.